Yo, Travis got it here. I'm back with some more boxing. Yo, I feel like talking about some boxing now. That's why I think like I'm not gonna be playing a game on here. You know what I'm saying? But this is like my little outlet and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But like I don't think I'm gonna just be playing the game because this ain't a game channel. Like that works if like people up doing content about like video games. Like y'all boxing fans really like not video game fans. So like I think that'll like alienate the few people that I do got. You know what I'm saying? Or even people that might watch that like ain't subscribed or comment. You feel me? And I can play the game all day, but like I think I would have to make like a video game channel. You know what I'm saying? But I think I'm ready to talk about boxing now. So like you know. So I came back up on here. But I know I've been live on here all day. You know what I'm saying? Playing a game and watching the fights. Like, but I missed out on the fights yesterday. So like I didn't get no time to like watch them, let it marinate, and then think about like what just transpired. You know what I'm saying? And then talk about it. If y'all show up, people show up, you'll do it. If y'all don't, then y'all don't. They don't even tell me anybody up in here until the 3 minute mark. So I'm gonna be thinking I'm always talking to myself and then say, oh, 16 people. Like what? But yeah, we had some big fights in some key divisions last night. Um with some names. But like yeah, it was some things that I really didn't talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like that I might have thought about. You know, for one, okay, we had the Abdullah Mason fight, right? Versus Albert Bell. Potential fight of the year. They saying fight of the year. Hit the like button. Goal on this live is 10 likes. The legend of Travis Gotti. Yeah, man. I'm legendary. But they won't send nothing to my cash app. But nah. Like, okay. But yeah, look at this right here. You see that dude, Tiger Johnson, when it came to Devin Haney and they asked him about Devin Haney. He was like, "Fuck, cuz, he got to come see me and da 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 da. They didn't want to fight me 1-on-1. They need to come and he can come and see me or whatever." But when he said "F cuz," he got that from Dean, and then Broner started saying it too. Broner, I heard Broner saying it like referring to Dean. Fuck cuz. But that's how Dean is talking. And they viral as hell right now, so they got dude on TV talking like Dean, bro. That's crazy, man. Uh, I forgot all about that, man. Like, cause I was just trying to watch all of the fights, and then the last fight was really like, you know, I mean, his post fight interview was way more entertaining than this fight. You know, I mean, did he feel like he needed to do that, and he did it? You know what I'm saying? I'm just wondering now. Like, why did he turn up like all of a sudden, like when the mic came on? But then when he fighting, it's like, oh man, yeah. Can you imagine him fighting Devin Haney? It'll be a jabathon. All you do is wondering if he's gonna throw anything but a jab, and then he'll explode for a second, and then like he'll just wait. You know how they be, you know how they be bouncing around. You know what I'm saying? and he just like, or just stare at you, man. And then it got so bad, like he all, they all moving, bouncing around, and you know, but okay, and then now he's like, but you not you not doing nothing, bro. We want to see a fight, man. We ain't trying to see no dance. You trying to show us how how good you can move around in front of somebody and not punch? Nah, he was just posted up. It's funny though. Yeah, I guess you could say feints because that do throw people off, huh? Especially I was watching Oshaki, and he looked crazy too. He dark with them big white eyes. You be scared of people with that's dark skin with big white eyes, and then they doing this. He really moving fast, but they just be normally the boxer just, but he don't be throwing nothing, bro. Like, okay, so what? He can beat Devin Haney now? He said, "Up, cuz, F, cuz." Okay, let's see. Let's go back and listen to it. That's funny to to hear him talking like Dean over there. So they done started a trend. I gotta drink some water. Okay. Cause out Devin Haney. Yeah, it was weird. He just exploded in a post-fight interview.
Tiger Johnson is with Chris Mannix. Tiger,
congratulations.
Like, you got some new hardware on your shoulder there. Didn't get the knockout, but a pretty dominant performance from start to finish. Was that the kind of performance you were looking for?
Man, I knew he was going to be a tough fighter. He was undefeated for a reason. Man, that's what I do, man. I overcome tough fights, man. Thank you to Cleveland, man, for coming out. I ain't fought here in 10 years, man. I ain't fought here since I was 17.
And you see how soft-spoken he is now?
16, man. So I'm so happy to be here, man.
And he got a lot of manners.
Thank you to Bob Brown, Brad Goodman.
He talks like he's a very well-spoken, respectable black man.
A very hard cat, man. A long, hard cat, man.
Listen to him.
We did it.
Man.
15 years ago, you were out there selling candy.
And then watch when he explodes.
Amateur career. What did it mean for you to make this ring walk as an undefeated professional?
Man, it means everything, man. A lot of people don't know where I come from, man. This blood, sweat, and tears, man. I overcame a lot of adversity. Man, that's what we do, man. When you're from Cleveland, you got to get out the mud. You feel me? That's what we do, man.
He don't even sound like ghetto and hood and all that. Now look at this. Now.
He wants to fight Devin Haney next. Is that the fight
now
you're
look.
looking for?
Man, cuz. You know what it is with me, man. Tell him to come see me. On my mama. Tell him to come see me.
See what I'm saying? He turned up.
Y'all know what it is with me, man. Y'all want to fight me one-on-one because y'all know what it is. Tell Devin come see me.
Congratulations, Tiger. Tiger is Devin Haney, Sergio.
Well,
Devin Haney won any part Tiger Johnson at this stage of his career.
Hey, listen, man. Devin Haney is
whoops, what did you do?
He's not afraid of anybody. This man fights boogeymen. He fights great fighters. He fights anybody, anywhere.
That switch up was awesome, but then yeah, you see like you see like how he was leading up to that, but it stole the show. I mean, it was more exciting than this fight, but you can kind of tell he faking it. He was like all extra well spoken, like the best kid in the church or whatever. Like he more of a schoolboy than Devin or whatever they was calling him. Whatever they was calling a private schoolboy, something like that. he turned up. He like, okay, I know what's gonna work to sell my career. People love ignorant shit, ninja shit. People love ninja shit. Yo, if it's gonna be some ninjas like get the chimping out, hey, it's gonna go viral. That ninja start chimping out. Hey, we gonna get to it. But hey, congratulations to him. You know, it just crossed my mind because it's like you gotta do what you gotta do. When you gotta do it, like you got all of these people looking at you. You want to go viral on the internet. You know, like, hey, you gotta turn up. Oh man, but you know, he pretty much got a. Oh, you know, that's the dude that Devin Haney them jump. That nigga just kind of turned up because he went and filed a restraining order. Like it's an open case or something like right now. Like if they come around him, they gonna get locked up. You feel me? Like he a snitch, bro. He got an order of protection, like against them after they beat his ass. Like, hey, did he call the police? Cause you got to go down to the courthouse though to file that order for protection, and you got to state like uh, why you need it. And if you put in that paperwork that a crime was committed, they might want to know who did it to you. You feel me? Even if you go get that order for protection, they might not go in too much into it if you just say I need it and then say why or whatever. They might just give it to you. Yeah, they want to know why, man. Kinda. You feel me? Cause like you can get anybody locked up like that if you can just go and put it on somebody, put it on anybody, and then be like, see, I told you they down here. They knew I was coming to this basketball game, but you knew they was going there, and then you get them locked up. So like he snitched, bro. He put Haney name in paperwork. He put his name in paperwork. That's facts. Ain't nobody argue with that. And that's when you do that. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't be want to be like. I don't even be want to be people friends that like be in paperwork. Cause your friend circle, maybe you committed a crime around me. You know, and like I don't want it. I don't want to be a witness. I don't want to be a co-defendant. None of that. And I don't want to be investigated either. So you know, but it's all good though. He got the victory. He ain't finna fight no Devin Haney. You know, he ain't finna fight no Devin Haney. I don't really see him fight none of the big names. Honestly, like it's a lot of them at 147. You know, Devin, Rolly, Ryan, Connor. Who else we got? We got some young bucks. Abdullah Mason's at 135. Okay, that's off the top of my head. Let's see who else is there at 147. I guess T.O. gonna be up there now. Keyshawn's moving up to 147. Shakur's at 147, depending on if it's an easy fight. Why you in darkness with a red lantern? Because that's the way I like it. I'm not about to be sitting on with my light on, talking with my phone. Like, that's how I like it. I'm comfortable. It look good. It look good, don't it? Think I'm trying to be sitting bright ass light and shit all in my face to go to talk to like one person on YouTube on my phone? Shit, it ain't that serious. Nigga, I can do it like this. Really, talk to myself. Uh, I'm comfortable like it, just like what I like. You know, maybe some of y'all like to be having a bright house all the time. Like it took a while for me to be like comfortable enough to sit in the dark. You know, because I was afraid of ghosts. I was afraid of like the ops, some criminal coming looking for me. You know, something crazy. Now I'm about the darkness. Oh yeah. But I don't ever sleep with it completely dark. Like it'll be just like this when I go to sleep. But like it ain't gonna be no kitchen light, no white light. That really can change. He said with a red lantern. It's a ring light. He said lantern. This is what it is. It ain't gotta be red. I just be leaving it red all the time. It's just kind of my thing. All the other ones be just extraed out. But like my desk is red too. See, that's my thing. Feel me? They both can be changed. I just left it like that. You know, it's kind of like soothing. I'm not gonna lie. It looked like spooky a little bit though, don't it? Cause like half of my face is black. Hold on, let me see. And then half of it is red. Like I don't know, unless y'all seeing different. But oh yeah, let's see. Catterall just became Rolly's mandatory. Jack Catterall. Liam Powell just beat Crocker for the IBF. Where's this dude ranked at in the fucking welterweight anyways, bro? He's just reaching pretty high, ain't he? Talking about Tiger Johnson. He looked good though. Ryan Garcia trying to fight Conor Bean. Conor Bean is ranked number two at 147 on BoxRec. What? Did he even come back and fight at 147 yet? I don't think he made 147. He fought Regis at like Rolly over everybody. I like Rolly as a person a lot because he seemed like he's slow like me. You know, he be saying a lot of interesting, like off the wall stuff. You know, but I don't know if he can beat everybody. Like he was describing, Shakur Stevenson is not a boxer. You know, he's a man that likes to be intimate with other men because he doesn't hit hard. He just likes touching other men. Something like that he was saying. I was like, man, this dude is wild, man. But it's kind of like that though. He made it sound like gay, but you know, Shakur don't be hitting hard. You didn't hear that? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You got to look that up, man. And he said it in a so sophisticated type of way and articulate the way he broke it down. Like, yeah, he's like he doesn't like to hurt other men. He likes to touch them like in a sensual way. He's not really a boxer. He's just a guy, a man that likes to be intimate and touch other men. Like, man, this dude is wild. You gotta love Rolling. I'm definitely rooting for him to win, no matter who he fight. Like, Especially because fight Ryan, Devin, and might fight Catterall though next. Catterall is mandatory, and I don't know, bro. I don't know if he'll be able to pull that rabbit out of his hat. Catterall's kind of looking nice, and ain't that the one that was beating up on Josh Taylor or something? Let me see. Yeah. What? Oh yeah. He beat him in the first fight, but then they robbed him, right? Yeah, and then he beat Josh Taylor in the second fight, for real. Yeah, that's not really looking good for Rolly right there. This white boy right here, you know, this white boy right here, he gonna do something bad to Rolly. He gonna put Rolly through the ringer. But hey, and then he probably would do it in England too. Yeah, man, because Eddie Hearn is probably, he's fighting for Eddie Hearn. Be over there, and Eddie Hearn is gonna bid for that fight. Oh, Rolly's everybody's fighting on the zone now, though, right? When did he fight last? Did he fight after he fought Ryan? Damn, what's going on, man? Damn, I don't even think he did, bro. Yo, let's see something real quick, man. What's going on out here on these YouTube streets, bro? He ain't fought since he fought Ryan. And that was May of 2025, bro. We in July of 2026. He ain't had a fight. You gotta fight that boy. Unless somebody takes some step aside money. But Eddie Hearn might be ready to collect on that belt, so it ain't looking too good for Rolly in that one. Looking like he gonna hold another L. He gonna hold that L. He can give up the belt, but that don't be looking good when you plan on staying at the weight. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was finna move up, then maybe you can give up a belt and avoid a fight. But giving up the belt to avoid a loss, you better have a bigger fight. They just look bad. They still gonna get paid. We still gonna watch the fights. You just would be embarrassed though. It'll be embarrassing. People can talk crazy about you. We'll still watch the fights. Because we be doing all of this talking, right? You know, like how many years they were saying Broner was done? Like, oh, he done. And then he'll have another fight. And then another fight. And then another fight. And then another fight. And there's like 10 fights. Yeah. So, and paydays too, you know? Let's see. So I guess he's a retired boxer now. He fought 2 years ago. Let me see how many fights he had with Maidana. Damn, that was 2013, bro. We in 2026. That was like 1, 2, 3, 4. 13. He had 13 fights after the Maidana fight. Broner, 13 before he stopped fighting. I mean, he kept getting like big fights too. So Rolly go lose to Catterall. It don't matter, bro. He still can fight these other dudes, these other names. We want to see it. He just won't have no belt. Be on the undercard. Damn, he ain't did nothing for 13 months, man. That's a long time. I gotta roll up. That's a long time. Oh no, I don't. Yeah, oh yeah. My brother. It'd have been nice to get a fight like at least every 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Uh, who was we gonna talk about on this live? Oh, the Tiger Johns. We went over that. And who else? Congratulations to Shoot Shoot. Oh yeah, and Abdullah Mason, of course. He beat Albert Bell. I think that's his name. He fought through adversity. Yeah, Albert Bell. I'm just now learning these guys. And and I just realized something too. Like a lot of these dudes ain't even really in the mix at all. Like that's why you couldn't really do content on them. This card, because these were some competitive matchups. But just think about it. Shushu just beat Palacios, this Mexican. They was both undefeated. He's trying to be a star, but like, who else stands out at featherweight? Like I don't know, Bam might be lower than that. You know what I'm saying? But who else is there? What other names? Like who you can think of? Like it'll be a big fight. He ain't even a big name. So he's not in a mix, even though that was the WC belt. They got Scooter. That's at 135. Scooter. Gervonta Davis was talking shit about him, but and he won his fight. But like, he's not really in the mix. Who's he gonna fight? They ain't gonna put him in with. Well, it's a top ranked card too. So they gonna be fighting top ranked fighters. That's why some of these dudes ain't really names. That's probably why. And they ain't even really in the mix either. Top rank can do business with the zone, but like, who really gonna want to see them fight anybody? Any of those bigger names like Lamont Roach. Okay, you got Abdullah Mason, right, and Albert Bell. He just won a WBO. So Lamont Roach about to fight for the vacant WBC at lightweight. Tank, we don't. He ain't even included as an active boxer. You know what I'm saying? Until he get rid of his warrant, he can't make a fight. So I don't know why he keep negotiating with these dudes. So Lamont Roach, let's say he win, he beat Zepeda, right? Win the WC. Y'all think Abdullah Mason gonna fight Lamont Roach? I mean, like, and you got Kid Austin about to fight Lucas Body for the WBA vacant. You think these dudes really want to fight each other, bro? I don't know. Like, I mean, it was a big rivalry for him. I wasn't following them arguing or whatever or talking. To Abdullah Mason and Albert Bell. It seemed like they was all into their camps. They was into the fight. They very familiar with each other because they, you know, greeted each other when he was touching gloves with the fighter. He touched gloves with the trainer and wished him good luck. It was like kind of an intimate moment almost. So they had like a rivalry, but Abdullah Mason wouldn't be able to beat Lamont Roach. I don't think so. He got a lot of heart. He was getting in on the dude. He came back. He was on fire at the end of the last 3-4 rounds. Man, that boy was relentless when he caught him, hurt him to the body. And he was staying on him the whole fight too. That's got to get tiring. Somebody just running up on you the whole fight. You don't really get a chance to breathe, get a chance to think, don't get a chance to reset. Like they just constantly coming at you. No matter what you hit them with, you hitting them hard. He just steady coming. Like he's there to be hit, even though what he does is good. He just always on you. But I don't think that would be enough. Like he's too easy to get hit. So I don't think that would be enough for to beat Lamont Roach. I think Lamont Roach would probably beat him. And I don't think he would want to make that fight. There's other names for Lamont Roach to fight anyways. And then you got Kid Austin. It's like these new generation. These guys are young, man. Kid Austin, right? He gonna fight Lucas Body, who's like an unknown bum. Probably he gonna win it easy. Probably get a knockout or something. But these dudes ain't no names, bro. And I don't think like they gonna want to fight each other, man. Like why? They might get a bigger payday, but it's just like they not in a mix, man. Uh, so I don't know about Tiger Johnson. Probably most likely ain't gonna get that fight with Lamont Roach. More than likely. I mean, with Devin Haney, Tiger Johnson. You know, but I guess you got to call him out, right? You know, and who else? Judah Mason. I don't even think he called anybody out. Did he? We be want to know who next. It's all about the next fight. Because after you do this fight, then we want to know who else you gonna get in there with. But after that, was they fighting for a vacant belt or what? Who was the champion? Probably Mason, right? I know he was the name, or somewhat. He ain't really got that much of a name. At least I'm not that familiar with him. You know? Because, like, doing a video like this, doing a live talking about these guys right here, this would never really do any, like, numbers. I mean, you would be better off, like, if you really wanted to be relatable. Uh, you could just talk about Devin Haney a million times or Tank a million times instead of and not even really try to learn nothing about none of these new dudes that's coming up. This is really me just kind of like going an extra mile just because I'm kind of getting back into boxing and I want to just be familiar with everybody, not just the biggest names, you know. So trying to like put them in a mix with any of these guys is kind of hard. They're not gonna get to none of them fight. None of these guys, those guys that fought last night, is it's gonna be in no big fight, but they could be in some good fights though. What about Frank Martin? You want to fight? Is he back in title contention? Like I swear, I didn't even know who Abdullah Mason is. Somebody told me about him. He said he was good, but when I see him, you know, he got like little moments, but then he was getting rocked, man. He was getting rocked too. So what do you take from that performance? You won though. He came back though. That finish, the way he was coming back, like throwing on that dude, just on him like that. Uh, that was impressive. But you know, he almost got like knocked out. He can't be getting hit. Constantly getting hit like that. Man, take a dog that dude, and that wouldn't even be right. You know what I'm saying? Because he seemed like a good dude. You know, he's young and just now becoming achieving his dream or whatever. I don't know if he won it yesterday or if he already had it, but maybe he already had the WO. But I'm just saying he's still young. He ain't been going that long. He's only 23 or whatever he is, 21. Like, can y'all imagine that, man? As easy as it is for him to get hit. But like Terrence Crawford said, he was like, when halfway through the fight or towards like the eighth round, he was like, he's showing why he's still young. That's what Terrence Crawford said. And he definitely was. But he's good. He's showing flashes of greatness, but man, he's so anxious to get up in there on you. He's like, I'm gonna go through this fire to land mine. I don't care how hard you hit. And that's what Spence did to Brooke. Because Brooke was rocking Errol Spence over there in that fight. If y'all go back and watch it, I remember watching it the first time. And I'm like, damn. Like, Brooke was working Spence, man, in that first half of that fight. And then, but he just kept coming. And then, he started working him, breaking him down. Errol Spence. It's like punch by punch. Then he started beating Brooke, but like he just kept running up. He was getting hit. But yeah, man, that wouldn't even be cool, bro. That wouldn't even be cool to see like Gervonta Davis knock this dude out. You know who I would like to see? Like, they should bring Leo Santa Cruz out of retirement or whatever. Go fight like a name. Bring Brandon Rios out of retirement. Oh, but Brandon Rios, he fought Penny Garcia. He probably can't make 35. He made 35 in a long time. But maybe not him. But yeah, man, let that dude go fight some bums, man, so he can get better. But it seemed like he don't be running around talking crazy though. Then he's still getting better, so he's young. So that's cool. Uh, Tank still negotiating fights on the run. Man, that dude is a comedian, man. Just like Blue Shakes and Rock and Gucci Man the ski mask on. The whole crew in all black and like, man, these dudes is just some cartoon characters, man. Looking like the stereotypical robber, right? And Gervonta Davis. Like everybody know that that's you behind that account. You know, but you call yourself like being here. I was there last night. Jighead Head Jones. Damn. That's what's up though. If you was there, I wish I was there. It was probably some good fights. I mean, it was some good fights. It was probably be good to see it like in person. You know, I saw them. Yeah, it was some competitive fights on there, man. And I was just only thinking about what I was doing. But yeah, man, it's been a while since I went to a boxing match. Your name threw me off too. I got to thinking like it's you, this dude Kulo that be coming around here trolling. But yeah, that was a good fight, man. That Dula Mason versus Albert Bill or whatever. It was a lot of competitive fights. You know, for sure. But I mean, like matchmaking and shit like that. It was like it wasn't like a lot of first round, second round knockouts. That's what I don't be liking. See, a lot of people like knockouts. Yeah, knockout if it's good if it come like late in the middle of the fight or late in the fight. But if you watching a 4-fight card and then like each fighter get knocked out in like the first or second round, and then you gotta wait like 30 minutes for the next fight, you know, see commercials. That shit don't be cool. You don't be want to see blowouts though either, like one-sided fights. You want to see like close fights, but it's good matchup. Shushu did his thing. He damn near got knocked out at the end. Hey, if dude had a couple more rounds, man, or like it would have been over for him. He looked good until like about the 11th round, maybe. Yeah, 11th round. He got like hurt bad to the body. He was running for his life them last few rounds, last couple rounds. It's crazy how like the bad stuff about you stand out more than the good stuff about you, about a fight or a fighter. You know, instead of thinking like, oh yeah, he dominated this fight, you know, and you know, we started saying like, oh, you got hurt towards the end of the fight. He was running for his life. We don't say like, man, he was dominating the whole fight until the end. It's always like talking about the bad stuff. So like Tiger Johnson, he was dominant. He won his fight pretty clean, all of the rounds, but he wasn't really throwing as much. He wasn't throwing that much. Like when he did throw, it was like it looked real good, but it was far and few in between. He's just doing this little jab and all this posturing. But and so, you know, people focus on like the negative, like you a boring fighter. You know what I'm saying? You don't throw enough. Like he could have did more. Instead of saying like, man, he killed it out there. It wasn't even close. Like the dude couldn't do nothing with him. He was in control from the beginning to the end. Like, you know, he dominated. Instead of talking like that, we just be like, man, you know, like, man, he should have threw more punches, man. Or you start calling people boring fighters. But like they really went out there and just dominated. Put on the it's called it's hit and be hit, right? It's not like rock'em sock'em robots laying 100 punches around, knock them out. It's boxing, but it's the negative. Even with y'all, when you talking to people, his ass got knocked out. What? Who? Him? He didn't get knocked out. He won a decision, didn't he? Nah, Tiger Johnson won a decision. What you talking about? These some young dudes too, man. What the hell? Man, they got a couple Tiger Johnsons over here, man. I gotta type his name. What's his first name? No, we just focusing on his negative. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what you were saying. But yeah, he won a decision. That dude. I was just wondering. They got him looking crazy on this picture right here. What was he thinking, man? He got the red bandana, or is that red with the black hair with the burgundy, man? It was like wilding, bro. He looked like a good kid though. Definitely don't look like no thug. It looked like they raised him right. But yeah, we do could have won a whole fight and lose at the very end, lucky punch, and we just like, yeah, damn, he got knocked out. Damn, he knocked his ass out. Like we don't even care about them outboxing the fighter like the whole fight. You know what I'm saying? You get knocked out, and that's all people remember. Yeah, because that's what Wilder was doing. Wilder was getting outboxed, losing rounds, and then knocking people out, and then we loved it. We expected it, and he delivered. Like 10 fights straight or something like that as world champion, and he always locked everybody out. He just got his first decision since the Severn fight with Chisora, but that was like over 10 years in between or something like that. 10 years. So yeah, but he wasn't really like trying to win rounds, and we loved him knocking people out, even though he was getting out boxed. Like when he catch you, if he catch you, so. but but yeah. So in that situation, we'll focus on the good. Like we gave Wilder the benefit of the doubt. Like because it don't really matter if you getting outboxed the whole fight. If I know that I can knock you out, you know what I'm saying, and then I knock you out, yeah, my plan worked. It's your job to not get knocked out. I don't care about winning these rounds. I'm trying to put you in the ground. Yeah. So we'll look that. I don't think many people. I mean, some people will say like, yeah, he can't box and da 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 da. But at the end of the day, you don't matter. Shit, you can you know, shoot me 9 times. If I survive it, and then I shoot you one time, and like I can kill you, like, hey, I won. But yeah, man. But a lot of times we do focus on the negative, cause like Abdullah Mason, he's a young guy. You know, he's making a name for himself. He put on a good performance. Like it was an entertaining fight though. Fight of the year candidate. But like he did show holes in his game. Like but he still got the victory. He still got the win. At the end of the day, it's really all about winning. It ain't about like looking good. Like it's about winning the fight, however you can win it. You know what I'm saying? That's like how it was when I like was trying to be a boxer, trying to fight people. Like I never in my mind thought like, okay, I'm gonna fight like a certain way, like uh that I care more about how I look than winning a fight. Like I don't even care what I'm looking like. I'm trying to like I'm trying to outbox you or knock you out or at least just win. I'm just trying to win. However I can win. Even if I gotta just back up for like 3 rounds straight throwing a jab, running from you. you know? That's what I'm gonna do. I was tired. So it's really all about the win. He got the win. And he got the knockout. And knockout was kinda like sloppy. I don't know if the corner was stepped up on the ring and then the referee just waved it off. Because the referees be doing that sometimes. That's really a disqualification, but they just call it the a referee stoppage TKO. But that throwing the towel, only the referee can stop the fight. They always say that at the beginning of every fight. But corners be ready to like throwing the towel, and I did see people running up there with a white towel. Soon as the fight was waved off, like they was stepping up on the ring. Because the dude didn't even land no punch. Well, he landed a punch, not like when he fell. So, but I be trying to be familiar with these younger dudes, like the new generation. I try to stay up with it. You know, diversify my profile. Because like when people bring up certain fighters, I be liking to know who they talking about. Even though some of these dudes like they don't seem like I don't feel like. I mean, he just had a big fight on, whatever. But I don't feel like I'm talking about somebody important. You know. And I really don't even think Devin Haney is gonna fight this dude. You know what I was thinking when I was looking at this picture right here that I use as a thumbnail? It's like Devin Haney looked like he on steroids or something. That's what it looked like in his face. But he's also the only fighter in the sport of boxing that's doing 24/7 year-round testing. But like, so he's not on illegal steroids for sure. But yeah, I was just looking like at his face because I know what he used to look like. That might be just a bad picture though. And he did just have a fight though, so that ain't even really fair. He's in the ring after a fight. Yo, yeah. Okay, all right. I be tripping, bro. No, I'm just like, cause can you really look at somebody's face and know if they on steroids? Sometimes if they look like they got muscles in their head or something. I'm just saying, like, I don't know, bro. I just kind of noticed something, bro. Cause I remember what he used to look like. Okay, y'all look at the thumbnail, right? And now look at this right here. This right here. See what I'm saying? Did he age that much in 5 years or what? Like his face is like And then when you look at that other one right now, like it hit different, bro. It don't look like um that's another one right there. That look better than this one that I'm gonna be using. But he looked like a completely different person, man. What is he doing? He got plastic surgery or something to get high cheekbones or something? Because I just think you on steroids. I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm tripping. Nah, he ain't on steroids. I'm saying, see, he don't want to get that year-round touchdown. But I just remember when he looked like, you know, this, that. I remember. I mean, even look. Damn. Look at these two. That one right there when he just had the chains on. And then that one right there. These ninjas be getting old right in front of our eyes, man. That's probably what it is, though. Cause like I be getting older. Like I look way different than I looked last year. Way different. I'm like I gained like some weight. I got a beard. I got an afro. It's half gray. You know, I look a lot different. And what is he like 30 now? 30, 20 look a hell of a lot different than 30. You know what I'm saying? It really do. Cause 30 look a lot different than 40. 40 look a lot different than 50. It do hit different. Man, I aged a lot. I was looking at a picture of myself up in here and I'm like, I look like that? Oh, he only 27, see? But let me see when I first started hearing about Devin Haney. When he's like becoming him. He fought Gamboa in 2020. So I think people were saying he didn't fight nobody yet. So about 2020, he was 21, 27 now. Yeah, that's a big difference, bro. That's a big difference. 21 and 27. Oh yeah. Hey, but yeah, they be growing up right in front of our face. Obvious, cuz. What you talking about? You already coming in trolling. Can I get a hi, how you doing? What up, bro? What's going on? What you got going on? What y'all talking about? Like any of that? Like when you come in the door? Cause I know you didn't hit the like button. 20 don't look like 30. Oh, I be forgetting though, cause like I be following this boxing. Like I don't really take many breaks. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always seeing what they look like. Each camp they have for a fight, each fight. But I don't ever really look back to like 10 years ago, 5 years ago. I'm just seeing what they got going on for their fight, you know. But yeah, man, 21, yeah, 27. It's crazy, man. I remember like when Shakur Stevenson, like, where I rank Haney right now. Oh man, number one. You know, he kind of like he demands your respect because he'll fight anybody and he beat everybody. You know, number one pound for pound. But number one pound for pound is kind of tricky because like I think he might be the best in and around his division. But you know, some other fighters got bigger accomplishments like Usyk and Crawford retired. Usyk, like, you know, he did what he did, 3 times undisputed and or in the division. Oh yeah, yeah, he definitely the best in this division. He's the best between 140 and 154. He can beat all them dudes. Cause all of them dudes is scared of him. You know what I'm saying? As much as they represent a big payday for all of them, and all of them is scared of him. Only one I might have like a issue with would be Fundora for him, cause no. Boost ran from him too. No, I have an issue with Fundora for Devin, cause like, but Devin would be able to pull it off, bro. Like, he just used his reach to his advantage. And if he's going against Fundora, who got that reach over him like that, with him not being the biggest puncher, I think he'll figure it out, man. I think he'll figure it out. Fundora got knocked out by that dude and think he lost to somebody else, didn't he? Was it, yeah, he'll be able to. Boost too strong. That shit don't be meaning nothing, man, if you can't land it. You know, like Devin, a whole different kind of beast, man. He'll make Boost look like ordinary, you know, and you be wondering like why Boots ain't doing nothing. I remember watching that Cambo. I know Boots ain't Cambosis, but I'm just saying this is what Devin can do to people. You know, like he'll shut you down, and it's like he'll get into some rhythm where you don't even really realize. Like I didn't. You don't know what you're looking at. Like how is this working? What is he doing? You feel me? Like I don't know what I'm looking at. Like I know you can fight better than that. I'm talking about the other dudes that's fighting him. He shut you down like that. Gambosos. That's an example, bro. He was a world champion, and I don't think he's 5'4". I think you might be exaggerating. So now I gotta look him up. He's 5'9". Come on, bro. 5'9". That's a big difference. You was way off. See, come on, man. Oh, so you a hater of Devin Haney? I'm looking right at it. So you gonna make me prove it to you? And you must have. You must have. He's 5'9". Come on, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. You was wrong. You lied. You was wrong. I proved you wrong. Come on, man. Now Google's wrong. The internet's wrong. BoxRec's wrong. BoxRec's wrong, and you're right. We gonna start doing that just so you can win an argument. I don't want to win no argument like that. We ain't finna do that. We not finna be lying to try to win arguments. I ain't finna do that, bro. We don't need to go back and forth about that right there. Come on, man. We can just move on. Don't believe everything you say, bro. I'm just saying. I'm tired of talking to you, bro. I don't believe you. I ain't finna be doing that to none of y'all. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to. What you trying to do, bro? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I hate people like that, bro. I'm sorry. I guess we can't be cool. We're not about to be doing that. What would I look like arguing with somebody like that? Just what you a Devin Haney hater? Why did you bring him up to me? You just gonna try to discredit him? Like, and then you gonna make up lies to discredit him? You know what I'm saying? Like, can we have an honest conversation? I'm not about to be arguing with you about lies, man. You know, it's like, and then I prove you wrong, and now everybody is wrong but you. You know, I'm wrong. The box wreck is lying, and it's yo. I knew he wasn't no 5'4" because he was taller than Tiafimo. I think. Well, he was pretty tall. You know, I don't know if he's taller than him, but I knew he wasn't no 5'4". Come on, man. Even Timothy Bradley ain't is 5'5". That's the new age of people right here that you be arguing with on the internet too. I used to be against the Haney and pro Tank. What happened? Tank never wanted to give me the fights that I wanted to see, and you know, and Tank. Hold up, and who? Yeah, it was always fun, like hating on Devin Haney, man. You know, I mean, he's not really the most exciting fighter, but I'm starting to enjoy watching him fight. But it's just fun hating on him. That's it. Because you can't really like hate him because he always gives us the fights that we want to see. You know, and he's willing to fight anybody. Like that's all I care about. You know, when Sean Porter was fighting, he was my favorite fighter because he always gave me the fights that I wanted to see, and they was always good fights, even if he win or lose. But that's important. That's important because you might like to see a fighter fight, but what happens when that fighter that you like don't want to give you a fight that you want? How do you feel about him then, as a fighter, or even as a person, as a fighter? You cool with that? You want to see Tank fight Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson got a belt, and you think it'll be a good fight, and you also think that Tank can win, and the money is there, but Tank don't want to fight Mike Tyson. How do you feel about Tank now, with him not wanting to fight Mike for that belt and that money? Do you still like him? You know, or now you kind of like looking at him like, well, I like watching you fight, but you don't really care about giving me what I want. So, you know, you can like going to McDonald's, but if they don't care about giving you what you want. You know, you go in there to get a double quarter pounder, and then they give you double cheeseburgers. They say like, man, be grateful I gave you a double cheeseburger. I got you. I got you. Just shut up and be a fan. And then they just never give you what you want. Like, how do you feel about them? And that's why I say like I'm pro Haney now. You know, because these dudes is like running and hiding from him, bro. He's want to fight everybody. He's not ducking nobody. Boots ran from Haney, and Shakur is hiding from Haney. And then people be trying to tell you that Boots can beat him. That's crazy. That's why he started hating on Haney. Because I said that he'll beat Boots. And the reason I say he'll beat Boots, because Boots ran out of the division and tried to ask for some crazy weight demand. We already done went over this a couple days ago. Devin Haney was moving up from 143, where he had last fought at. Boots had a belt at 147. He had made weight comfortably in his fights at 147. He never missed weight. He could have made 147 again. Devin Haney wanted to make him his first fight at 147. And he said, no, it's going to have to be at 152. That's what Devin Haney said. I mean, that's what Boots said. See what I'm saying? So he's already moving up. You can't just stay in for this last fight. It wasn't like he was looking all drained like Devin Haney was looking at 135. He made it comfortably on the first try. He looked spectacular in his last fight at 147. Like, man, he could have really stayed there. Debo came, and he ran out the division. Now it's about time for me to move up. I bet it is. Because then you're going to start being pressured to fight Devin Haney. If you stay in this division, you know, just like with Terrence Crawford, when he moved up to 140 to 147, man, could nobody call Errol Spence the boogeyman no more? Because now you got Terrence Crawford that want to fight you, and he can beat you, and you don't want to fight him. You want to fight everybody else but him. But he stayed at the division, you know. But I'm just saying, he wasn't a boogeyman no more. And really, he could have stayed the boogeyman if you'd have ran up to another division. Boots ran out the division. Similar to what David Benavidez is doing right now. Bivol and Beterbiev ran Beterbiev out the he ran out the division to avoid them dudes. So now he can keep his paydays going. You know, he's still a big name, pay-per-view attraction, and there's a very small chance of him losing these fights. The Zerto fight, the next fight with the Bum, you know, for the WBC. He ran out the division. Boots, because he didn't want to take an L. You know what I'm saying? Take the chance of taking an L. Boots ran up out of the division because he didn't want to take the chance of taking an L. Unless he has some advantages. So that's why I say it's hard to argue about boxing, man. Because we don't even know boxing as good as like these boxers. Like these boxers know boxing more than us. Regardless of what we seeing with our eyes, what they are seeing with their eyes ain't what we seeing. They see everything that we don't see. We just looking at two people. But there's a lot is going on. Even within a 1 second, like a 5-second frame, there's so much going on there. You know, and these boxers, they got an eye for it. They know what they looking at. You know, like when Terrence Crawford's watching boxing, it's almost like John Madden watching people play football. He got the whole playbook. You can go this and this. Like, you know how many plays is in that playbook, man? Thousands, probably. You know, for defense, offense, everything. So I'm saying that to say this. Those fighters don't want to fight boring Devin Haney because they know what time it is, man. They can see what you don't see. And they don't want nothing to do with it. Because I swear to God, I'm telling you, when I was watching some of the Devin fights, I'm like, even the Ramirez fight too. Like, what is he doing, bro? Like, why ain't Ramirez doing nothing? But he's trying. He just can't do nothing. And it's not on Devin to try to give you chances to hit him. I'm here to win the fight. However, I can win the fight. The easiest I can win the fight. Why I gotta let you hit me? Try harder. You know? And then that'll leave you more open. So he didn't want to try harder because he didn't want to get hit harder. But Devin does these things to like these fighters, I'm telling you. And the other fighters see it and they like, oh hell no. You know? Man, you turn knockout sluggers into like, you know, ninjas is just scared to get hit and they ain't throwing it. You making them not look like they self. That's like what Floyd Mayweather used to do to people. Make them like not look like they self. Because all of these fights, really, when we be watching, both of the fighters be looking like they self. You know, it's just one got to win, one got to lose. Except for like what Shakur did to Tio. See, that wasn't really like the same Tio. I don't know what I'm saying. This must have been the one that I muted. He came back dissing. I'll give you 24 hours, bro. We just met. You just want to argue, man. Like, I ain't finna argue with you, bro. I don't need no boyfriend. He just came back off a timeout. You still trying to be negative. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. Now I got to defend myself. I think I know what I'm saying. I think I know what I'm saying because, like, Devin is having results. I'm watching what Devin doing. You know, I've been watching boxing for, like, over 30 years, man. It's like 30 years ago. I was 12. Like, 35 years, man. That's a long time. You might not even be 35 years old. You trying to tell me I'm wrong? Okay. Why didn't Boots fight him at 147? Dude is a fanboy. I gave you 24 hours, though. I didn't block you. But you ain't coming back until like 1 a.m., you know, Tuesday morning, night, whatever you call it. I hate arguing. Yeah. Boots do got some fanboys now, too. Yeah, that's another thing right there. Boots got some fanboys, man. I was seeing like after he won that fight, and I was seeing some of the comments like they kind of just latched on to him. You are our savior. So anybody that say anything bad about him, like they get all extra defensive and like offended. You know, like I'm talking about their boyfriend or something. When I'm just talking about boxing, why you gotta like try to cuss me out? Like, why we going escalating it to that? Because we just escalated it from uh just us having a friendly debate, but then once I said he could beat Boots, then you start discrediting Devin Haney and lying. So I had to dig up BoxRec and prove that you were lying, and then you refuse to admit that you were wrong or you were lying or you were lying. Then you just say, don't believe that stuff, believe me. Like, and then you don't know what you're saying. See what I'm saying? You said dude was 5'4". Why would you say that if you didn't think it? You was wrong. I can put him up on the screen right now. One of his fights. He ain't gonna look 5'4". You was wrong. You don't know what you saying. Ninjas want to be right so bad though. What's up with people? Dude, 5 inches off, bro. Like I'm 5'8", right? So if you was to say like I'm 5'3". Like, you tripping. You know I'm not 5'3". You might be able to get away with saying I'm 5'6" because I'm fat and I look shorter now. But if you say I was 5'3", man, you on some hating, like, stupid shit. Straight up. You just hating. Ain't nobody trying to go back and forth with nobody like that. That can't admit that they was wrong. So you was just lying. You could have been wrong. Everybody make mistakes, misjudge stuff. But then, if you don't want to admit that you was wrong, then you was just straight up lying, just trying to hate. You couldn't admit it, and now I don't know what I'm saying. But I gotta dig up. I gotta go look on the internet to prove you wrong, cause I know you don't know what you saying. Hey, being right has trumped like the truth to most people these days on the internet. I mean, like, I used to debate with people like an internet column, like tweets and you know be pics and shit, where people be talking about boxing. Or I used to go back and forth with people, but I realized something. Even if like I prove them wrong with facts, pictures, facts, actual events, they still won't admit that they was wrong. They'll still argue with you to try to like convince you that they right. You know, like, I swear it's probably over 90%. Even with, no matter what it was, different subject, but mainly boxing. You know, people will argue with you to the death after you done proved to them that they was wrong. Or they'll get quiet and won't say nothing. They won't tell you that you was right, and they won't say that they was wrong. They just won't say nothing else. So you got to go back and check on them because they ain't responded when they saw that you was right. Ain't that some shit? Yeah. So yeah, another reason you can't really argue with boxing fans, especially boxing fans. They even more retarded than the average person that's on the internet. Uh, yeah. Oh man, look, I forgot. I got the blicky still. I went to sleep. I didn't light it yet. You can go outside and light it. Give me a second. I gotta use the bathroom. That's the only thing I got. I really don't. Yo. Whew. Eyes redder than a damn kite. But I'll be back in real quick. I need to take my phone. Let's go slide it and get it out the way. You know, get it out the way. I can't believe those same brake pads was on Amazon for like uh 4 pair for $15 when they done sold me 2 pairs for $20. Oh, and we're gonna be talking. It's late. I have to be quiet. Shh. What are you talking about? It only lasts for 55 seconds. Oh, I don't want to set the yard on fire. Okay, right here. All right, let's see. There we go. That was kind of dope. I had to light it. Brr, brr. And that's it. That wasn't no 55 seconds. It's smoking like a gun though. That's like the best part of it. That was made it. Definitely wasn't worth the it definitely wasn't worth the damn uh $5 for it. Uh, um so yeah, man. Mm. Yeah, people make it hard to talk about boxing, man. Even debate with anything. Older you get, I guess, or at least for me, get less patient with that type of stuff. Even trying to convince somebody that you're right, you get less patient. Older you get, bro, you ain't finna be going back and forth, especially some dumb stuff. Like, cause how could we even get past anything if you can't even admit when you was wrong? Like, you'd be stuck arguing with somebody forever. Like, hey, if the light was green and I show you a picture that it was green, like if you gonna keep telling me that it was red after that, We gonna be going back and forth for hours, forever. No, man. That's why, like, I had stopped. I stopped like debating with people like on the internet for real. I kind of like this right here too, YouTube, cause can't nobody just hop in a box. Like the option ain't there. Well, maybe if I went live with somebody, but like, so I ain't got to go back and forth with nobody, man. I don't be want to argue with nobody, man. Especially like you trying to. You wrong. I just saying like Devin Haney. I don't know whether he'll win or not. I believe he will because he believes he will, and Boots act like he believed that Devin Haney will win too. That's just what it is. Boots got 2 fights: Stankonius and Xander Zayas. That's it. There's only 2 fighters that he done fought. You want to go for Devin Haney? You know, let's do it. Cambosos is a world champion, whether you like it or not. You know, he had just beat Teofimo Lopez, who had beat Lomachenko. He also beat Lomachenko, beat Regis Prograis, who was like 2-time world champion. Ryan Garcia cheated him, or he would have beat him. That's why Ryan Garcia himself says that uh, Devin will beat Boots. At least that's what I heard from one of y'all. See what I'm saying? I believe him. I believe it. Because Ryan Garcia knows. That's why he cheated him. He didn't juice up to fight Tank. He didn't juice up and fight Rolly. Why? He felt like he had to juice up and miss weight against Devin. He needed every advantage because he knew he had no chance of winning. Because he knows how good Devin Haney is, whether we know it or not. And Boots do too. And that's why he knows that he'll beat Boots. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people is fanboying out for Boots right now. I remember it was like Spence fanboys too. It was annoying, man. Being a fan of somebody is cool, but like then the extra stuff, it'd be like, I wonder who's Fanon's talking about these days, man. Because Terrence Crawford still being a headline, so he could still probably talk about him. But man, he was saying Terrence Crawford was gonna lose for so long, and he's making all these negative videos. I bet Terrence Crawford hated Fanon. Oh, I ain't even seen what he looked like in a while.
A bad stoppage last night for Abdullah Mason over Alex Albert Bell. Man, terrific fight, man. But just really bad stoppage, man. Really bad stoppage. But good look for American boxing, man. Really good look, man. That kid Abdullah Mason is really something, man. And he is a different fighter and a better fighter than a lot of these guys that we think are good fighters, man. And I'm telling you, I'm sold on Abdullah Mason after that fight. But real quick, before I get into the details of the fight, let me welcome you back to the channel. Thank y'all always for watching the channel. Thank you for supporting this old man. I really appreciate all y'all coming by, chopping it up with me on a daily basis. But let's get into this, man, because I think Abdullah Mason, he really showed it last night, man. They put that kid in there in a very tough situation against an undefeated fighter in Albert Bell. A very difficult to beat Albert Bell because Albert Bell is 6 feet tall at 135 pounds. Abdullah Mason, for the first half of the fight, really didn't look like he was doing too much, but I could tell the entire time, man, even though he was behind on the cards, he was attacking that body. He was trying to get down underneath the taller punches and close the distance with the taller fighter. And it just took a little bit of time, about 7 rounds, for Albert Bell to start tiring out, hands to start coming a little bit lower, him, take a little bit of steam.
He's still doing these Terrence Crawford videos. Terrence Crawford sold out, but he's not doing them as much. Terrence Crawford attacked over Donald Trump.
Just a terrific fight for Albert.
It's not as many as he was doing all the time. Okay, let's see about the lives. He's still doing lives. It's Gervonta Davis.
Fighters that I love because they can get in there and they can break a fighter down, man. Like the difference
it's every single live, man. And that's what he was doing with Terrence Crawford, bro. This is crazy. So is he a Gervonta Davis fanboy? This is ridiculous, bro. Look at this. Look, like you can do that, and then that's to build your channel, like just by
separate himself from his opponent in his
name it, just going after the biggest name and just talking about them over and over and over. Look, every single live. Look, Gervonta Davis, 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 Gervonta Davis. Okay, Gervonta Davis. Jerron Ennis, Boots Ennis.
Stoppage.
He beat him. Then Gervonta Davis, Gervonta Davis, Gervonta Davis, Gervonta Davis, Gervonta Davis, Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis, Gervonta Davis, Gervonta Davis, Gervonta Davis. Father's Day, Gervonta Davis, Gervonta Davis, Gervonta Davis, Gervonta Davis. Even Cheryl Spence interview breakdown. Gervonta Davis, Gervonta Davis, Gervonta Davis. Like, man, what is this type of weird obsession going on, bro? Yo, this dude is a stalker, man. This ain't even boxing content, bro. This is stalking and harassment. Even if he's like being not, what is he? Is he fanboying? And then he was stalking Terrence Crawford. Look, we can get on here and we can talk about boxing. We can get on here and talk about boxing. And that's why I talk about different boxers, but like talking about like the same dude like that every day. Look, how many hours was he on live? Cause he be on live a long time. Like 2 hours each live. Hour and a half, 2 hours each live. This is stalking. Let me see. Is he being nice to Gervonta Davis? He probably is. Man. Yeah, I'm looking at the titles, and yeah, even without even clicking on the lives, I can tell that he's a fanboy of Gervonta Davis. That dude is strange, bro. I shouldn't say that. Because he might let me on the show, give me a platform or whatever. But, man, just think if I did that. Anybody do that? That's not normal. Even like talking on here about boxing, that's cool. Different times of night, different people be up, but like, if I was to just keep staying on boxing, like, say if I was just talking about Gervonta Davis, Gervonta Davis, Gervonta Davis, Gervonta Davis, and Boots had a fight, and then like 20 more Gervonta Davis. He doing tricks on it. And that's what he was doing with Terrence Crawford. So Gervonta Davis, this is new Terrence Crawford. But then people want to hear about Gervonta Davis every day. So he just give it to him. I mean, I guess if you want to get the most views as you possibly can, You just talk about the most popular person over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Man, I'm about to get off of here. I'm Travis Gotti. Thank you for tuning in. Travis Gotti Boxing. Like, and subscribe.